A quick look at the news from Porsche suggests that 2023 will be a year of exotic 911s, unique racing cars, and limited editions of the fan-favorite models. In today's episode of Automotive Territory, we'll cover all of these newcomers and we'll make sure that your knowledge about the most exciting German sports cars is deep and up to date. So subscribe to the channel not to miss the upcoming releases, and let's start the engines. Porsche 911 Dakar. Given that both Lamborghini and Porsche are technically managed by the same higher-ups of the VW group, it is no surprise that the off-road supercar Lambo's Torado immediately received a competitor within the Porsche stables. The freshest reimagining of the iconic 911 adds sand dunes and off-road trails to the endless list of habitats where it feels equally at home. The Dakar rally-oriented Porsche is based on the Carrera 4 GTS, and therefore its power comes from a 473 HP strong 3-liter twin-turbo flat-six paired with an 8-speed PDK and all-wheel drive. The major modification to this Porsche lies within the adoption of the new sport suspension that increases the ride height by 1.5 inches and gets a specially developed lift system that can add another 1.18 inches at speeds reaching 105 miles per hour. The 911 Dakar rolls on 18-inch front and 20-inch rear aluminum wheels, wrapped in Pirelli's specially developed Scorpion All-Terrain Plus tires with the increased puncture resistance. The bodywork was modified with the extra front fascia protection, and the roof now carries a light bar, a special basket with an RTT, a Porsche duffel, recovery boards, a water jug, and a gas can. Porsche 718 Style Edition. As its name suggests, the 2023 Style Edition gives the 718 family a fashion-forward boost. On the visual front, the highlight of the special model is its exclusive Ruby Star Neo paint, which is a hot pink purplish hue which pays tribute to the legendary Porsche 911 Carrera RS of the 964 generation. Beyond the paint, the Style Edition gets 20-inch wheels with standard high-gloss black finish and black sport tailpipes. By choosing the optional contrast pack, you will get the high-gloss white wheels, a white stripe on the hood, and a Porsche logo on the door sides. The Style Edition also has a standard sport exhaust, dynamic bi-xenon headlights, auto-dimming side mirrors, heated front seats, heated steering wheel, and front and rear parking sensors. The 718 Style Edition is based on the entry-level 718 coupe or convertible, which means that power comes from a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder with 300 horsepower. Porsche 911 GT3 RS. The GT3 RS moniker partially stands for Rennsportwagen, which is translated from German as a racing car. This combination of letters is an indication that the most radical version of 911 is the closest that one can get to the Mans-grade Porsche without losing the ability to drive on public roads. The 911 GT3 RS stands out from the crowd as the most powerful, naturally aspirated Porsche to date. Its familiar 4-liter flat-six revs to 9,000 RPM, produces 525 horsepower, and comes paired exclusively with a 7-speed PDK and a rear-wheel drive. The second aspect of its on-track dominance is a unique carbon fiber active aerodynamics package. The coupe gets a huge 2-part rear wing, plus active side and hood aero bits, enabling the generation of truly massive downforce of 1,895 pounds at 177 mph. To make sure that you stay on the road, the car is fitted with the extra sticky Michelin Pilot Sport Cup R tires and beefed-up brakes with the fixed 6-piston calipers. Just recently, this package allowed the new RS to beat the Nürburgring record for a naturally aspirated production car, finishing the lap in 6 minutes and 44 seconds. Sorry for interrupting you from observing these beautiful sports cars, but I have to remind you to smash the like button. We urgently need those thumbs up as fuel, so fill up the tank. Porsche 963. Designed by Porsche and built by Multimatic, the 963 is the brand's new LMDh racer that made its competition debut at the 24 Hours of Daytona for Porsche Penske Motorsport. The car is inspired by the Champion 956 and 962 from the 1980s, while its exterior is a nod to the current 911 with its rear light strip. Just as the rest of the racers competing in this class, the 963 gets a single-spec hybrid system. Here, it is paired with a Porsche-developed 4.6-liter turbo V8 paired with a 7-speed pneumatically actuated sequential transmission and a rear-wheel drive. As per the regulations, the system produces 680 horses at 10,000 RPM. The Multimatic chassis of the 963 is fitted with a race predetermined suspension from one of the 4 partner manufacturers. Finally, the car gets 18-inch wheels front and rear, wears Michelin slicks, and tips the scales at 2,270 pounds. Porsche GT4 E-Performance. The radical Mission R concept of 2022 was transformed into a more down-to-earth prototype that serves as a testbed for Porsche's electric powertrain development. The GT4 E-Performance is previewing the next-generation customer GT racing program and suggests that the next-generation Boxster and Cayman 718 will be all-electric. This racer is based on the chassis of the 718 Cayman GT4 Club Sport. The bodywork made from natural carbon fiber composite was widened by 5.5 inches, and 6,000 parts were designed from scratch. The EV side of the GT4 E-Performance character is a 900-volt system with an 80 kWh battery and dual electric motors. In the fully engaged qualifying mode, it makes 1,088 horsepower. But to ensure at least half an hour of track driving, one will have to select the racing mode that limits the output to 603 HP. Porsche Taycan GTS Hockenheimring Edition. To commemorate the 90th birthday of the famous racetrack in Germany, Porsche launched its special edition based on the Taycan EV. The Taycan GTS Hockenheimring Edition wears a stunning creamy shade of stone grey, which is one of the heritage hues available through Porsche's Paint to Sample program. This color is also used on the rims of the 21-inch Mission E design wheels, while its 5 twin spokes are painted in a special bronzite shade. The same accents are applied on the side skirts, rear diffuser, and Taycan badging. Inside the cabin, the Hockenheimring Edition has an all-black interior with the island green decorative stitching, as well as similar bronze detailing all over to match the exterior. The model does not bring more oomph to the stock GTS, so it makes the same 590 horsepower and sprints to 60 in 3.7 seconds. Porsche 911 Carrera T. The story of the T, aka Touring moniker, dates back to 1968, when it debuted on the 911. Since then, the modification has made its way to other models of the brands, and for 2023, it returns to the current generation 992. Available as a coupe or a convertible, it builds on the base 911 Carrera, which gets tweaked for the purest driving pleasure, and comes equipped with the line's sportiest bits. It rides on staggered 20-inch front and 21-inch rear wheels, packs a locking mechanical rear differential, and gets an adjustable PASM sport suspension that can lower the ride height by 0.4 inches. The T comes powered by the range's entry-level 3-liter 6-cylinder Boxster with 385 horses. But unlike the base model, it offers a standard 7-speed manual gearbox. Optionally, you can choose an 8-speed PDK. Lastly, the Carrera T is set apart by exclusive exterior highlights in dark gray and gets sporty interior equipment. Porsche Vision 357. It has been 75 years since the first ever model bearing the Porsche plaque rolled off the conveyor. To celebrate the occasion, the company is releasing this concept model that uses modern materials and tech but is inspired by the original Porsche 356. The Vision 357 has the latter's overall proportions, ultra-sleek bodywork, a narrow cabin, and a rear grille-integrated brake light. Nodding to Porsche's motorsports history, the car gets 75 decals, racing front splitter, and 20-inch magnesium wheels with carbon fiber hubcaps. Surprisingly for the concept released in 2023, the Vision 357 is not electric. Instead, it is based on the platform of the 718 Cayman GT4 RS and its 4-liter flat-six engine that peaks at 500 horsepower. Porsche 911 Sally Edition. Believe it or not, but it has been 20 years since the Pixar animated movie Cars established the beloved franchise. Porsche celebrates the iconic Sally character of the series with a one-of-a-kind project based on the current generation 911. The 911 Sally Special is based on the fastest and the most agile version of the Carrera line, the 911 Carrera GTS. It wears a special Sally blue metallic paint that requires hand application but keeps a couple of stock black details. The rear spoiler boasts a Sally decal, and the cartoon's 5-arm rim design gets the real-world iteration, 20 and 21 inches in size. The interior of the car continues to follow the Sally vibe, with the more blue metallic elements, seats wrapped in chalk-colored leather with Pepita fabric inserts and speed blue stitching. The dash gets unique printing, and the Sport Response button on the steering wheel is replaced by the Catch Your Mode switch. Finally, this one-of-a-kind project keeps the twin-turbo 3-liter flat-six boxer engine with 480 horsepower. Now that you have seen all of the German cars of 2023, make sure to rate them in the comment section below. From 1 to 5, rate Porsche, Audi, Mercedes, BMW, and Volkswagen. Check out the respective reviews by following the links on the screen. Subscribe to Automotive Territory, and remember to fuel our efforts of covering new cars by smashing the like button. We'll see you soon shortly. Until then, may the torque be with you!